Good afternoon, this is Tony Hayes from Paranormal Investigation UK. Today's date is the 31st of December, New Year's Eve 2020, and today we're reviewing some footage from the 18th of December, which is the Cheshire investigation, this long-standing investigation. To quick recap, the phenomena begin to decline in around November. It completely dried up in what we call a main office. This empty office, this one here, had basically just gone to nothing, flatlined, and we generally thought that the phenomena had just blown itself out, because it's been around about 6-7 months. And it's quite common. It's not, it's quite accepted that phenomena arise spontaneously and disappears just as so. But it's started again around about 10 days ago, predominantly in the main office, which had been dried up for over a month in there. And we're getting periodic, just the odd CCTV alarm, which is what we're dealing with here. They could arrive now and again. I'm not sure what this one's about. Looking at this signal, I think this has got some weird electronic bursts, because there's a huge amount of signal there, so we'll have a look at this. So at the moment, I'm still in the belief that this empty office has sort of not flatline, because we've had a recorder in there, and the fact remains is that we've got considerable amount of residual activity. I don't think at the moment we've got any sort of genuine spiritual activity, rampage in spirit, so to speak, rather than residual energy. Stone tape theory, which is something phenomenally different. I would tend to use the word ghost to describe residual, and spirit to describe a spirit that seems to be intelligent. Okay, so getting very little in this room at all, including the rapping and knocks that we had. So let's see where this takes us. The 18th, what day is that? The 18th. It's a Friday night, so it's coming up to about 20 to 7 on a Friday night. In principle, it should be empty. No, can't guarantee that. That light there outside, there are street lights. Well, although it's a business complex, there's street lights. One shines straight through that window. Behind that is the staircase. So let's see where we go with this. I'm going to turn the EQ up, because this camera, which is what I call camera 1 in this main office, is pretty good. It doesn't have too much noise when you amplify it. That's a bit weird. Okay, let's listen our way through, see if there's anything else in there. Bit odd, well, just leave that there. That's a low bassy sound that we can hear. It almost sounds like a washer. I'm just going to reduce some of this annoying bass frequency. Yeah, you can notice a difference now, it's just disappearing. Okay, let's quiet it up. Still some bass frequency leaking in there. Some people call it infrasound, but it's not at a high volume, not enough to trouble us anyway. So we've got this frequency level spike there. Let's see if we can get a maximum. That's the frequency, that's the fundamental frequency as I call it. I don't think we're going to hear this on normal volume. Yeah, the frequency is just falling away. Could be something outside that. Right, okay. I'm just going to turn it back up again and come away from that. I'm just interested in any sort of rapping sounds. I have increased the bass frequency, so this is going to become a problem. Just want to have a listen our way through. This is this constant noise. It's always the same. There's nothing I can see visually. Right, that's the. Let me just turn the CQ back down to 0. Excuse me. Okay. Get rid of that. It's a huge burst of frequency. You see it completely just drops off here. Maze, this is really high volume here. We cannot hear this section. That's pure infrasound. And at that sort of volume, because we can't hear it, can cause serious damage. But it's only for brief periods. You know, you might get a bit of a pop in your ears with that sort of volume, because I've not increased the volume at all. No. I'm just going to take a screenshot of this. Clearly this is what's yeah, that's what's triggered the camera. Unquestionably, it's should do it that loud. It's some sort of power surge. I don't think it's affected the camera. Let's have a look. So Just looking for the clock here just to see if it does affect the camera. What will I actually do? I'm just going to keep an eye on the clock. I'll just take it a little bit further, blank space. It does affect the clock. Yeah, it does. If you look at 14 seconds there, it does stop the clock for a second. Then it goes back normally. So it's enough to just to freeze the camera for a second. There seems to be then some form of background sounds, and I'm just wondering if they've had, you see it jump up there then. There's the big spike. See that bass sound suddenly just come from nowhere there. There. Can't hear it. You can have to turn it up. Just don't hear it there now. There you go. There's something that's caused that, some sort of electrical bleed, burst I should say. There are various things that would do that. Lightning is one of them. Another one is power surges locally that suddenly draws power from the substation which is supplying this particular bit. Business premises. There were various reasons for this. It's a typical electronic sort of thing, and it's affected the camera. It just froze it for a couple of seconds, so it's not as if it's just heard something, it's actually affected it, because you see it freeze for a couple of seconds, on 14 seconds before the timer then goes back to normal counting. So it's just one of them sort of reviews. You've just got to indicate, record it down. It doesn't mean to say that activity is starting at this room. I don't believe that for a moment. I think it's just a rational explanation for this. And although, you know, I can accept in this room we've had some weird stuff and bizarre things occurring. This isn't one of them. This will have a rational explanation. Electrical surge being the most likely culprit. Okay, see you on the next video.